Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. Today's shave is going to be Shock, a Gillette I, unadjustable that I like. I know, I hope you were sitting down for that. Today's shave is going to be the Gillette, just open top style, Red Tip. Been shaving with this week, and I finally have a non-adjustable Gillette, vintage Gillette that is. Yeah, I do like the newer stuff too. Yeah, I like Gillette. But this is one, I like this one. The blue tips and just a flare tip. No, don't impress me. This one finally has got a little bit of aggression to it to make it bump it up from super mild to just, mild medium. So this one is finally a Gillette that I could be happy with. Happier with. Little quirks, yes. But stay tuned for the shave. So as you can see, my shirt is still dry. I have to wash my face here and get prepared. So pause for a moment. I'll be right back. Okay, well guys, we're back. See, wet shirt. Yeah, I just washed the face. It's still damp. So I'm going to waste no time and apply the soap of the day. Oh yes. Okay, I like this. I like this. This is a fall soap. And I say it's a fall soap, not that you can't use it anytime you want. You please during the year. But it's a fall soap because it's the soap is Barrister Mann's. Let me see if I can get that. Let me put it in my other hand so I can hold it a little easier. Sorry, my Nocturne, Barrister Mann's Nocturne. It's supposed to smell like fall in New England. And what it reminds me of is walking through an apple orchard in like late September through November in New Hampshire. You're picking apples, eating cider donuts. Oh yes, cider donuts. Yeah, cider donuts are good. Apple Crest, Apple Orchards, Hampton Falls, New Hampshire. Put a plug in for them. That's where we always went. Back in the days, we would get the drop-in apples, the ones that hit the ground and bruised and all that. And my wife would dry apples and can apple pie fillings and all kinds of stuff for those utility apples. That's what they call them. Because they don't have to be pretty, because those are the ones you're cooking with, so that always works. So we always got a bunch of those, and of course we got eating apples, of course, as well. Cortlands and Max. Cortlands I like better for eating, but this just reminds me of walking through that apple farm, that orchard. That's what that reminds me of. You get ozone, a lot of ozone-y smell too, just being outdoors, that type of thing. That's kind of, and it is a tallow-based soap. It has glycerin and tallow in it, so it should be a fairly slick soap today, especially that glycerin in there. Should be good. And I like tallow, of course. Fall and winter when the air is drier, especially if you're in the northern half of the hemisphere here, northern half of the United States. Pass one. And just on pass one, let me say on pass one with the red tip, I can feel it feels like I'm shaving, where like the other just flare tips, whatever, to me just don't. They're just so mild. It's like it can be a struggle with a couple of days, and I've got a 2-day growth on right now. If I had a 3-day growth, yeah, that'd be near impossible for me with a regular flare tip. But this thing, I did challenge it to 2.5 days one day. Wanted to see how I do. I didn't push it to 3 days, but I did give it 2.5 days one day. And it did okay. Pass one. Pass one is always going to be your easiest pass anyway. You're taking the growth off. You're going with the grain, so it's the easiest on your face. And with this head design too, it doesn't get in super tight into the nose, but it's okay with no mustache. I'm coming in sideways anyway, and it'll pick it up great then. It won't be a problem. Hasn't been a problem all week. But even on pass one, I'll let you know that this is not the smoothest razor you're going to shave with. This is not I don't really call it smooth. It's not really rough either. It's just kind of middle of the road. It's not a smoother razor. It just isn't. But it shaves, for a Gillette, it shaves admirably. I'm very impressed. The only thing I'm not impressed with is the price. I paid nearly $50 for this, But of course, yeah, I got the case with it too. I got a nice plastic case with it too. So yeah, that's part of it. So for me, that's what validated for me to pull the trigger. It's for me, it's a birth razor. So yeah, there was that. You know, there's that sentimental thing. You want to have that birth razor, month and year of your birth. So it's like, yeah, I got that. But I will tell you, for the money, if you're just doing it, what can you get for the money? Then get a Gillette Fat Boy or what's the other one? The other nine-way adjustable razor they make. Oh, what do they call that thing? The thinner one. A little thinner, a little taller. Oh, I can't remember it. But get one of those. You get a vintage one for the same money, and that one's adjustable. That's what I would recommend if you were, you know, debating what to get. Get that. I mean, I got this one because I wanted a red tip. I wanted to try all the hype. You know, people saying it's more aggressive and thinking more I would like it, and they were right. I do like it better. Of course, we're gonna do pass 2 now. Just enjoying the cream a little bit. Okay, yeah. Doing this way more than I need to. And it's funny too, because I like to watch the guys who really just pile on the lather, and they'll spend, you know, 10 minutes just doing this. And they'll get gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of it. And Chris over at Another Cut Above, he is the king of making lather. Haven't seen him on he doesn't come up on my feeds anymore. I don't know if he's still making videos, if he's burned out from it or not. I don't know. Always liked watching that guy. And he was an innovator. He was the one that really pushed the carve razor. He was like really one of the first innovators really enjoying that razor. Enough where it got me to buy one. Okay, second pass, of course, across the grain. And I would say it's more aggressive as this is. I don't think it's aggressive. It's just more mild, moderate in that range. It's not full middle of the road yet. So when I say more aggressive, just more aggressive than what I'm used to with other Gillettes. So it's a comparison thing. So no, this is not what I would consider an aggressive razor. I do have a Gillette Silver Blue in it. Not an Astra like I usually do for new razors. Okay, I'm cheating. I went ahead and threw in the Silver Blue. And I can tell it's not super aggressive because I can do this under my lip and not cut myself or not feel really a lot of blade. Of course, this being a sensitive area here underneath the lip in this little area here. So if I'm going to cut myself, beware. Now I did cut myself a little bit earlier in the week on the neck, but I was chasing it. I was chasing it without soap on it too. I was just, you know, putting it through its paces. Of course, the blade does stick out the side, so yes, you can grab your nose with that. Nature of the beast, just go and knowing that. Yeah, oh, right there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it gets up on your nose good. From the side, you can't do it, of course, coming straight down, but from the side, yeah. So if you don't have a mustache, you're fine. And if you do have a mustache or a half mustache, like I grow in the summertime, then yeah, you know what to use. You know that twig is out there waiting for you. Oh, well, I don't want to be drinking shaving film in my coffee this morning. Okay, pass 3. So let's soap up. Oh yeah, that's a nice, it's just a different scent. I mean, really, you can put whatever you want on top of this. It's not a super strong scent. Then again, mine's probably at least 3 years old. I mean, I still get the scent very much so. Oh, it was flying, yeah. Buzz up well. And I like the way my skin feels after shaving. The post-shave feel of a tallow soap. And of course, this one's glycerin too. So it's going to have a nice feel with that tallow. There we go. Just wipe off my hand a little bit. There we go. On with that blade. Here we go. Pass 3 against the grain. Gillette Red Tip. Oh yeah. Oh, oh. No. Yeah. It's getting up underneath the scar area real good. And again, see, it's not so aggressive that's going to cut me there. Aggressive razor would cut me there for sure because the skin is uneven and all that. Oh yeah, it's just doing a good job. The money pass 3. Yeah. Does a good job. Admirable job, really. I'll say it's the first Gillette non-adjustable that I like. So, will this mean that I won't pull out the other Gillettes to use from time to time? Yeah, pretty much. The flares, the adjustables, yeah, I'll still pull those out. I got I got like 3 of those, I think. In the new Gillettes I got the Heritage when that first came out, and I've got the newest one you can buy at Walgreens drugstore. I got that one too. So yeah, I pull those out. And those are more like your Edwin Jagger, Mercor lineup. You know, they're just a good basic razor, do the job. And this thing, say, it's just this good soap too, this Barrister Mann soap, yeah. That's just nice slickness there. I could do a little cleanup without putting any more soap on. If I was to do any more, yeah, I'd probably put a little soap on, but it's enough. It's for me, the way I shave and the number of kind of passes I go after the initial pass that cleans out the soap, it's enough. It's a good soap for me. I enjoy the Barrister Mann soaps. I do. It's the quality of the soap. I'm happy with it. Who do I watch? Who's that guy from Canada? I like to watch him. He's a good. He like rates the soaps and all that, and he's pretty much spot on. The bald guy. What's his name? I can never remember people's names when I'm filming. Of course, you know. Shoot, what is his name? Rudd Shave. Watch him. Another Southpaw shaver, Rudd. I like watching him. I like his reviews. He's so deadpan too. He's funny. I mean, he's just deadpan humor. I enjoy watching him. But I like what he says about the products. He'll tell you, the razors that he really likes. He almost cracks a smile, almost. So yes, I really enjoy watching Rudd shave. So check him out. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm kind of getting the water here warming up. So let me pause while I wipe everything off, including me. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. As I've washed up here, I've washed my face with warm water and a washcloth. I've washed off my equipment, put it back. So now I'm going to do the cold water rinse. Turn the water back on here. Cold water rinse and using the alum. I don't know why I particularly like to use the alum more in the colder months. It's just personal preference. I'll use it in summertime if I get a cut summertime. But I have more skin problems, it seems like, fall and winter than I do in the summertime. So it just seems to work with, if you have any skin issues, alum is the way to go. It really is. I mean, it's cheap. It's between that and the witch hazel, I will go alum all day long. I like them both, but I really prefer the alum. And if you're only buying one, buy the alum. That's my recommendation. So let me rinse off. Be right back here. Okay, face is dripping wet. There we go. Yeah, and I like this wider, basically deodorant style container for the alum. I like it. I had the round razor arc one for years and years, and I'll probably still get another one of those because this was a solid one. But this one in a container like this, very convenient. And of course, I just put it on the counter to dry for 24 hours before I put the cap back on. I learned the hard way that you leave the cap, let it dry out first, because otherwise it just kind of erodes faster. just the water gets at it and, you know, just eats away at it. So better just to leave the cap off for a day. or period, like when I had the other one, I never put, on my razor rock, I never put the cap on. And once the cap came off, it stayed off until unless I was traveling, then that's when the cap came into use for travel. But of course, things you didn't see today already would be one of my, this is the Avon mug that I used for holding my lather. There's no soap in it. Well, maybe just a little. Yeah, no soap in that. And of course, the brush of the day was the, what is that? West Coast. Yeah, West Coast Shaving. Their tuxedo tip synthetic. And of course, you saw the Nocturne. And the star of the day, I've already got the cap. See, basically it's sitting on my shelf, drying out. And truthfully, I'm going to pull this. In fact, I'm going to pull the blade right now, because this is going to get washed and dried out for a day. And then my next week's shave, you're going to see, I'll show you quickly just to show you next week's shave. Yeah. You saw the unboxing for that, so we're going to use that next week. So we'll go into that more detail next week. But until then, brothers, go with God.